2, a little bit of strength, a little bit of cardio. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do a short warm up. Then we've got 4 moves that we're gonna do, 4 strength moves we're gonna go through 3 times. Then we've got a minute of 3 different cardio exercises. And we're gonna impress ourselves today. That's the goal, is we're gonna impress ourselves. Then we're gonna do 2 more strength moves and then the same 3 cardio moves, again, for a little bit shorter, and we're gonna impress ourselves. So this is all about impressing, feeling good and impressing ourselves. So come on down. We're gonna start on the ground, hands and knees. Oops, and we are going to do a cat-cow. So you're gonna arch your back up towards the sky, looking back toward between your toes. And if your feet are touching, I want you to bring them so that they're sort of in line with your knees. And then press that belly button down towards the ground. And up again. So exhale up. And then press that belly button down towards the ground, look up. So we're stretching out the core, and then we're stretching out our backs. One more time. And press that belly button down towards the ground, stretch out the core, and then I want you to come into position like you're about to crawl on the ground. So that's called neutral spine. And bring your left arm up, right leg up. And then I want you to try to get your hips so that they are both pointing down towards the ground. Imagine that you have a headlights on each hip. So your headlights are pointing down to the ground, and then switch over to the other side. So right arm and left leg. And get those hips square to the ground. And then we're gonna switch back to the first side. And switch. And switch. We're gonna get a little bit faster. Switch. 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 Switch, and one more time on each side. Switch. And switch. Okay, come onto your back. One leg is straight, the other leg, you're hugging your knee into your chest. Let yourself just exhale and bring the leg a little closer to your chest, and then switch to the other leg. Hug that knee in. Big inhale, exhale, bring the knee in a little bit tighter. And now we're gonna switch back to the first side. And just like with the bird dog, we're gonna speed it up. So switch, and switch. You're just hugging that knee back. Switch, switch. A little faster. Switch, 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 switch. And one more time each side, and switch. All right, lay both legs out straight. Come up onto your elbows. We're gonna lift one leg and then the other. So the reason I've chosen this exercise, we're just lifting one leg and then the other, nice and straight. This is a excellent core warm-up, but it's also really great for your knees. So most of us are gonna have some joint problems. We have joint pain in our knees, joint pain in our hips, joint pain in our wrists. Those are kind of the normal joint pains, and then of course lower back pain. Okay, so those are lots of normal things, and we need to strengthen the body parts so that they are supported. So that's what we're doing right now. This is still part of our warm-up though. 3, 2, and let's do one more on each side. Awesome. Okay, come on up. So we're gonna do a grapevine. And I want to just walk through what that means, because we're going to do it later, but faster. So take one foot forward, and then step out, and then take that up, that same foot back, and out. So it's forward, out, back, out, forward, back, and then forward. Well, I went back and forward. So forward, back, forward, back, or back and forward. So, but we're just, we're gonna speed this up later. It's good. It gives a little twist in our body, and it moves us side to side. These are also excellent moves to have, to keep doing regularly, all right? So let's go a little faster. And we're gonna do it one more time each direction. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm gonna invite you to get weights or no weights. We're gonna start with squats. Then we're gonna do a row with a tap back, and this is all with a weight. Row, tap back. Then we're gonna come down to the ground for bird dog crunches, which I'll show you, and a pullover. So let's go. We've got 30 seconds. Here we go. Now we have a timer going. So we're sitting back in our heels. If you are new to squats, I recommend taking this, finding a chair and sitting down and standing up on the chair, from the chair. A good sturdy chair is a good idea. It's kind of like you're sitting down on your chair and then standing up. You really push that butt back. Last one. Nice work. Okay. We have a little break, but I'm going to show you how we're going to do it next. You can lean forward about 30 degrees down. And we're going to bring our arms up, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Wrists stay in a neutral position. Then you're going to tap back. So row and tap with your foot. Row and tap. Row and tap. You can make it a little faster. Row and tap. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Last one right here. Woo. Okay, set those weights down. We are coming down to the ground. So remember that warm-up exercise we did, the bird dog? Now we're going to take left arm, right leg up and bring your elbow to your knee. And then once you figured it out and you see how I'm doing it, go ahead and look down at your mat or the floor. All right, now we're going to switch over to the other side. So right leg, left knee, or the opposite. And we're just bringing the elbow towards your knee. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Come onto your back. You're going to take a weight or no weight. You're going to bring your hands up overhead, straight line, and hanging onto the weight in the center. Then bring that weight up overhead, and then you're going to come up and lift your hips as you bring your weight down towards your belly button. So this is a pullover with a hip bridge. Excuse me. So we're working your back in this move, and then your glutes too. Last one right here. Okay, then set your weight to the side. I'm going to give you a little extra time to get up, and we're going to start all over again. So when you're ready, grab your weights, feet shoulder width apart, and we go into our squats. So sitting back in your heels, you can sit back onto your chair and stand up. You don't need weights either. But if you can't use weights, go for it. The heavier you go, the slower you might go. So if you've got heavy weights, you You're probably moving slower than we are. Last one right here. Woo. Okay. We're gonna lean forward now. Get a nice deep breath in. Now we're gonna row our arms up and tap back at the same time. So, elbows come up, tap that foot back. So, row and tap. Woo. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. You can set the weights down. We come onto our hands and our knees. All right. Let's do right arm, left leg this time. They come up and we bring the elbow to the knee. I want you to extend your arm and your leg out really straight and long. Each time you take them out. That's what the focus is right now. Last one on this side. Switch over to the other side. So nice and long each time. And don't worry if you can't bring your elbow to your knee. It's just trying to get as close as you can. One more. Nice job. Come onto your back. We grab our single weight or a pillow or a water bottle. Press it up. Bring it up overhead. And then bring it down. Meet it to your belly button. Squeeze those glutes. And last one. And then set that weight down. Give you a little extra time to get up. And come back to standing. All right, one more time. This time I'm gonna have you start thinking about something else. Okay, so grab your weights for your squats if you want them. Let's do it. Come down as deep as you can, that's the first thing. But if you have bad knees, keep your squat shallow. Okay, so we have this idea of selfishness. That taking care of ourselves is somehow taking away from other people. Last one. All right, rest. But the reality is that you taking care of yourself can help other people, right? Okay, so lean forward. We're gonna do our row and tap and release. Row and tap and release. Whoops. This is definitely a balance exercise. I just got off balance. So right now, I want you to think, who are these workouts benefiting besides you? When you do this strength work, you're not just benefiting yourself. You are benefiting so many other people around you. Last one. All right, stand up. Excellent. Come down to the ground, onto your hands and your knees. Let's start. Left arm, right leg, elbow to knee. And don't worry if you're not doing the same side as me. It really doesn't matter. Extend nice and long, elbow to knee. Bring it big motion. Last one, switch over to the other side. I want you to dedicate the rest of this workout to all the people who are positively affected by you working out. All right, come over, turn onto your back, grab your weight, press that weight up overhead, bring the weight up, and we're gonna straight arms, pull it down towards your belly button, and lift your hips up. squeeze your butt every time. So really squeeze your butt every time you come up. You can even pause for a moment. A few more. Last one. All right, and then set everything down. Congratulations. You have just finished the longest set of today, which is kind of long. I think it was about 8 minutes. So now we are going to impress ourselves with our cardio. Nothing crazy. We're not jumping, but we're going to take hand to opposite knee, all right? 30 seconds on each side. I'll tell you when because we're going for a full minute. Here we go. So hand to knee. And we've got a good song rhythm here. But we're going to impress ourselves. So I'm going to ask you if it's possible to pick up the pace in about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, go faster. A little faster. Oh my gosh. The standing leg might be feeling it. Last one. Come over to the others. And now we're staying alive. So that's one way you're benefiting yourself and others. We're staying alive. This is at your own pace. So if you need to slow it down, do it, but we're going to pick it up from where we are right now for the last 5 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Woo. Okay. Next up, we've got our grapevine. Remember we practiced that? So now we're going to add a little speed to it. You can walk, you can jump. It's however you want. Let's go. 1 minute. And we're just twisting and moving side to side. It's good for your body. Excuse me. A little play. It's good for us. Think of this as a little play. How can you make it playful for yourself? Don't beat yourself up if you don't do it right. Who cares? You're here moving your body, right? Okay, we're gonna pick it up, whatever that means for you, for the last 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, awesome. So our final thing is going to be a box step. So forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. That's it. Then we're going to switch halfway. You ready? Here we go. So if you want to add, you can make it a little faster by adding a hop between each move. Or you can keep it slow. We're still gonna get that heart rate up, no matter what. Okay, we're gonna pick it up for 5 seconds right here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the challenge. Switch the forward foot. So now we're stepping forward with the other foot. It's a square. Back, back, forward, forward, back, back. You can add in a little hop if you want, or not. But we're gonna pick it up for the last 5 seconds in 3, 2, a little bit faster. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're done with our cardio, first time. Second time, we're gonna do it for shorter, but maybe a little more intense. Okay. 2 moves, 3 times. And then we'll be close to done. All right. So grab your weights. We're gonna do a tricep kickback and then a knee up. So elbows are your hinges. They come back and then you're gonna bring one knee up and then other knee up. Okay, so you guys can go. I'm just switching my timer. Make sure we're doing it at the time I want. So kick back, stand up, knee up. When you come forward, keep that back nice and straight. It's the same position we were in for our row. It's a hinge position. So if you think about your hips as like the hinge of a door and your upper body as the door, that's the idea. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Set your weights down. We're gonna do plank shoulder taps. You can come to a wall. You're gonna tap one shoulder and then the other. If you wanna add an element of challenge, come down lower. Okay, so go ahead and get started. You can be on something a little lower than a wall, like a bed or a chair, or you can come down to the ground. All right? I want you on your feet. All right, so that's the goal. Staying on your feet. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Come back up. Grab your weights. We go right back to our tricep kickbacks. Grab your weights. I like to bring them up here like this, 90 degrees. Lean forward, kick back, then knee up. All right. So this does a lot of things. We do the backs of our arms. Then as we stand up, we're working our hamstrings. And then as you bring your knee up, you work your core. So we're doing a lot in one move. Last one. All right, set those weights to the side. Come back to your plank position, whether it was on the wall, on a bed or a chair, or down on the ground. And this time, I want you to point your hips down like they have headlights on them. All right, so that's it. You're pointing those hips down like they've got headlights. And we're tapping one shoulder and then the other. Yes, I'm moving back and forth. My hips are probably swaying a little, but our goal is to keep them pointed down the best that we can. Last one, and then come back to standing. We have one more time. You're doing great. Here we go. This is our last set of strength moves. Bring the weights up, lean forward, kick those arms back, march. And think again, this work, you are benefiting so many people, not just yourself. Because if you feel stronger, you feel more radiant, rest, people are gonna see that. Okay, our final challenge. Come back to your plank position. Now, we're gonna do one hand at a time. So I want you to take your right hand to your left shoulder and repeat. So, right hand to your left shoulder. We don't have to do this for very much longer. You're trying to point those hips down to the ground. Okay, switch over to the left hand. You're fighting the fact that your hips want to turn to the side. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, I have to change the song, you guys. Okay, we've got one more move, one more cardio set, so come on up. Let's see. I don't remember all the songs, so this one is good, I think. Okay. We've got 45 seconds of each one of our cardio moves. We've got our hand to opposite knee. Here we go, hand. We're gonna impress ourselves and go a little faster in 5, 4, 3, 2. Can you speed it up just for 5 seconds? 3, 2. Switch over to the other side, nice and slow. Our heart rate has come up, so this side's a little more uncomfortable. So pushing through, getting uncomfortable. It's a benefit to everybody, all right? Let's go, speed it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, when you get uncomfortable, you increase the number of mitochondria in your cells, which makes it so that you are able to handle difficulty better, not just in your body, but emotionally, okay? So there's really major advantages to working out. Let's do our grapevine. Here we go. Forward and back is the best that you can do it. And don't worry if you don't get it right. If you don't get it right. This is not a dance class. Nobody's judging you. I just want you to do your best for you. So we're showing up the best way that we can, and that is also good practice for everything we do. All right, pick it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Final move. We've got the box step. If you want to add a challenge, I'm going to have you take a little circle run instead, but do the box step if you don't want to run. Here we go. So I'm going to do box step, but feel free to take it to a circle run. I'll tell you when to switch, but we're all going to pick it up in 5 seconds. All right, go faster. And you can be jumping. You can be running. 3, 2. That was longer than 5 seconds. That's okay. Switch over to the other side. And if you want to add that little jump. All right, pick it up right here. All right, this is it right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. I just wanted to say, excellent work. You, I hope, are radiating a little bit more. Yes, with the sweat shine. Bring the arms up and then fall forward. Let your arms hang. A forward fold is a good way to let your heart rate come down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. And then slowly roll up. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, those arms up. Reach over to one side, look up towards the ceiling. And then over to the other side, look up at the ceiling. Back to the center, fall forward. Inhale halfway up. Taking care of you is a benefit to everybody. All right, roll up. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you made it. Excellent work.